Hello, everyone. This is Chris G, and I wanted to talk about the topic and subject matter of war. This is something that is a concern to me, and I just, me myself being a military veteran, I just want certain people to know that that war is it's not a game. It's actually something that's very pretty serious. Excuse me. And a lot of people they think that war is some type of like it's like a video game or Xbox, PlayStation. You get done and then you just hit the pause button and you go eat Cheetos and go drink a soda or something. But that's not really what it is. It's actually like some really serious stuff. And people, there's many people that go into the military, and some of them, you know, they uh, they end up making the ultimate sacrifice. And sometimes you have young people, they'll sign up for it and they think that, well, I'll just go do, a few years or whatever, 4 years, and they'll just hang out at some base somewhere and they'll work like it's just a 9 to 5 regular job, and then they'll get off work and go home and just do whatever they want to do. Well, there is a possibility that you can be sent to a theater of war where a lot of things can happen, you know, and that's something that I want a lot of young people to understand, and also older people that that uh, think war is not really serious, but especially the young people, because some folks they sign up and they think that they can't get sent to a theater of war where things can happen, where buddies can end up making the ultimate sacrifice and then they end up coming back in the casket. So I want people to understand that there's a seriousness to it if you decide to sign up and go, and there's not a guarantee that you won't get sent and shipped out somewhere. And I'd seen some things online that really remind me of the seriousness of war. I saw a video of a Marine officer that was talking to his platoon. I think the man was either a lieutenant or captain, and he was talking to the people of that unit, and he said, y'all need to make sure that you're right with your God. Whoever you claim is your God, you make sure that you're right with them. You know, and he was saying that to them because it's a really good possibility that some of y'all won't make it out of this thing alive. And when I say these things, I'm not trying to turn people away from serving their country. If that's what is in your heart to do, and you feel compelled to do it, then I understand you doing it. But just understand that there is a seriousness to it, and you can't get sent somewhere. Because there's a lot of times I mean I've seen stuff online where they're like, "Oh, I can't believe I'm getting shipped over to such and such place," and it's like, well, yeah, that's a part of the deal. When you sign up for the military, you can get sent to a theater of war. And things can happen. I knew that myself. When I signed up for the Navy, I knew that the ship I was on can get sent somewhere, and I actually did go somewhere. I was a part of Operation Iraqi Freedom under the presidency of George W. Bush. I got sent out there, and my ship was out there with pilots that were out there. 'Cause I was on an aircraft carrier. They were out there doing sortie missions and blowing up things and helping ground forces. And also, there was pilots that were on the ship with me that they didn't make it back home alive. I think it was at least about two of them that ended up having like a burial at sea, and that was a very surreal moment for a lot of people, you know. And I think one of those pilots was from my home state. He either trained there or he was born and raised there. So that's something that's very serious. And I remember another story, a gentleman I know that was on my ship because he was a part of Enduring Freedom. That was probably about a year or two earlier before I got on that ship, and they were using our aircraft carrier as kind of like a landing base for different branches of service. And I remember he said they were bringing back like bodies um, of dead service members, and they were putting them in like freezers, so they can hold on to the bodies and eventually end up sending them home. And I remember he told me a story about that, man. So I mean that was like some pretty deep stuff, you know. And excuse me. And also I remember a story of something that I saw online. It was a Vietnam veteran where he said that he had to fight someone. I think it was either VC or Viet Cong or something like that. And I'm not going to get too graphic about it, but he ended up fighting that guy um, hand to hand, and it was some really savage fighting, and he ended up taking the enemy's life literally with his bare hands. He didn't even shoot the guy, you know, and that was something that he had to deal with for the rest of his life. That was a very very serious thing that happened, and I also can recall seeing a video of some guys. This is from Vietnam, and they were trying to help this one guy that was wounded. They were trying to pick him up, and basically the guys that were doing the helping, I think they heard like an incoming shell or something like that, and I kid you not, they ended up dropping that guy. They dropped him, and they ended up jumping down, I think, into a foxhole to get cover, and that shell went off and blew up. It was either a shell or mortar. Um, one of those two, some type of ammunition that went off. And the person they were picking up, I don't know exactly if they were alive or not, but that person got dropped. So these are things that have happened, and and I've also have gone through the theater of war myself, being under that type of pressure to perform and make things happen. So it is a very serious thing. So I just want people to understand that, especially the young people, that if you're going to sign up to serve, there's no problem with that. If you feel called to serve, do that. Or if you want to, earn some money for school or something, I understand that. Or you're trying to get off into a career, I understand that. But just understand that there is a possibility that you can be called to go to war in a combat situation, or be in the theater of war in a combat situation. Just understand that that's possible, and think about that before you decide to sign up. And that's basically all I have to say. Um, this is Chris G, and I just want y'all to take care of each other, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.